Hello everyone! Welcome back to AAS Publishing. Today we're going to finish off our series on publishing in the AAS journals as an author. And as a reminder, those AAS journals are the AJ, the APJ, APJ, APJ Letters, APJ Supplement, Research Notes of the AAS, and Bulletin of the AAS. So last time we covered parts of the referee process of getting it to a referee. And now I want to talk a little bit about you as an author. I've been waiting very patiently, and so now you've got your referee report. So relax. 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 Read the report carefully. If a report contains some critical comments, take a few days to cool off. You have 6 months to reply. Firing off an angry response to the scientific editor within an hour is rarely useful. Okay, so relax. Let it sink in, cogitate it, and go. So if a referee misinterprets a point, it is not necessarily their fault. You may not have explained it as clearly as you think you did. Remember, earlier in this series, we talked about the goal is clear science communication. And sometimes you just don't communicate as clearly as you think you are. And I will just say from experience, this is about 80 to 90% of referee reports right here. Yes, the referee did read your paper. Yes, they did get it, but it wasn't clear. And so this is most of it right here. So relax. Remind yourself frequently of the goal of the review process, and that goal is to improve a paper and help it reach publication. And finally, this is the game we play. It's a human game. So it can be useful to have a sense of humor about the whole thing. And so relax. So usually I don't show this slide, but I'm going to do it here. I will do this slide live, but I'm going to do it here for fun. And this is the Brazilian jiu-jitsu in the martial art of publication. And for those of you with an affinity for the literature and the martial art of publication, you can look up something from Eugene Parker and get his sense of the game. Okay, so these are things you can do as an author to give yourself some strategic, tactical advantages when replying to a referee report. So 1, as we've talked about, editors make decisions. Reviewers provide input to that decision. So who do you want to talk to? Formally address your response to the editor. Dear Dr. Timmies. Formally address to the editor to make it clear that you're having a discussion with the editor and not the person providing input to that decision. You want to depersonalize your reply. Use words like report instead of referee, as this reduces the perceived power of the referee, right? There's a great deal of difference in the statement. The report says, boom, versus, well, the referee says, okay, just as soon as you say the referee, it personalizes it. So just depersonalize it by just saying the report, which is what you got, is a report. You didn't get a referee, you got a report. So use the word report. You want to shy away from saying an item in a report is wrong. Be positive, always be positive, give the right answers, and put these improvements in the revised manuscript. The goal, particularly at first revision, is to reach closure, right? You want to answer all the questions, be positive, put it up. And so you usually want to put a line in somewhere. Some people like to do it at the beginning, well, at least people who understand this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or they put it at the end, and it will say something like, we would appreciate it if, in the light of our responses, the revised manuscript was accepted for publication. Something along those lines. You're seeking closure, so give the closure line. And lastly, because you are having a formal discussion with the scientific editor, sign your name, sign your author's name. Author, put all the authors if they're small enough, or just author for the rest of the co-authors. Okay, so these are a few tactical things that you can do to your advantage as an author. Closure is usually reached typically 2 or 3 author iterations. Time scales of a few months are typical. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's weeks, sometimes it's 6 months, but with usually the author revisions taking the lion's share of the time. But usually 2, 3 iterations is perfectly normal as it goes through. So if there happens to be a stalemate, convergence is not reached, a scientific editor may seek a second referee on their own, or grant the author's request for a secondary, or simply make a decision based on the information given. If a second referee is sought, the second referee is always asked for an independent, a clean sheet review, and is sometimes informed about the general matter of the impasse with the previous reviewers. And in the end, the scientific editors serve as arbitrators, mediators, and eventually as judges in evolved peer review processes. But after that closure in 2 or 3 months, congratulations. Your paper is accepted for publication, and you can celebrate that your paper is in one of the AAS journals. And in some cases, if the article is particularly clear and exciting, it may even be highlighted in the AAS Nova, American Astronomical Society Nova. And these are highlights of publications in all the AAS journals, and you can take a look at those or sign up to get the emails for them at aasnova.org. And that will conclude this series on publishing in the AAS journals as an author. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.